A brief history of the Russian Revolution. The Russian Revolution is the collective term for a pair of revolutions in Russia in 1917, which dismantled the Tsarist autocracy and led to the eventual rise of the Soviet Union. The Russian Empire collapsed with the abdication of Emperor Nicholas II, and the old regime was replaced by a provisional government during the First Revolution of February 1917. In the Second Revolution, that October, the provisional government was removed and replaced with a Bolshevik government. The February Revolution was a revolution focused around Petrograd, now St. Petersburg, and then the capital of Russia. In the chaos, members of the Imperial Parliament, or Duma, assumed control of the country, forming the Russian Provisional Government. The army leadership felt they did not have the means to suppress the revolution, resulting in Nicholas's abduction. The Soviets, which led by more radical socialist factions, initially permitted the provisional government to rule, but insisted on a prerogative to influence the government and control various militias. The February Revolution took place in the context of heavy military setbacks during the First World War, which left much of the Russian army in a state of mutiny. A period of dual power ensued, during which the provisional government held state power, while the national network of Soviets, led by socialists, had the allegiance of the lower classes and the political left. During this chaotic period, there were frequent mutinies, protests, and many strikes. When the provisional government chose to continue fighting the war with Germany, the Bolsheviks and other socialist factions campaigned for stopping the conflict. The Bolsheviks turned workers' militias under their control into the Red Guards, later the Red Army, over which they exerted substantial control. In the October Revolution, the Bolshevik Party, led by Vladimir Lenin, and the Workers' Soviets overthrew the provisional government in Petrograd and established the Russian SFSR, eventually shifting the capital to Moscow in 1918. The Bolsheviks appointed themselves as leaders of various government ministries and seized control of the countryside, establishing the Cheka to quash dissent. To end Russia's participation in the First World War, the Bolshevik leaders signed the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk with Germany in March 1918. Civil war erupted among the Reds, Bolsheviks, the Whites, anti-socialist factions, and non-Bolshevik socialists. It continued for several years, during which the Bolsheviks defeated both the Whites and all rival socialists. In this way, the revolution paved the way for the creation of the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics, USSR, in 1922. While many notable historical events occurred in Moscow and Petrograd, there was also a visible movement in cities throughout the state, among national minorities throughout the empire, and in rural areas where peasants took over and redistributed the land.